Many of us in the global community love coffee, although it has many downsides. I am Soham, and this is Jaime. We work at an NGO called JNS Research and Brewery. Coffee should stay on the market under the condition that all coffee will be fair trade and shade grown. Non-fair trade and or sun-grown coffee will be considered illegal.
Coffee is made all around the world. It is consumed as a drink, although it can be used in many other ways. Many depend on coffee to wake them up, but it is not a need, it is a want. Coffee has impacted the world in a big way.
Coffee affects rainforest ecosystems and food chains. There are many chemicals used for growing coffee which affect coffee quality. There are no trees in sun-grown coffee, so there's a decline of American songbird population since they use it as homes.
Some changes that could be made to reduce impact on the rainforest food chain. First, to export more inga trees to coffee growing countries. Secondly, we should compost more on coffee plantations. We should also choose more sustainable fertilizers.
Ingas put atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, which is essential to coffee growth. Ingas also attract birds and insects. Sustainable fertilizers make sure there are less weeds on coffee plantations. Shade grown protects coffee from rain and other elements.
This graph shows that only 14% of coffee drinkers in the United States consume fair trade coffee. The rest of the coffee drinkers do not. We want 86% of who don't drink to also drink fair trade coffee.
Fair trade coffee sales in the UK have increased a lot, from 15 million euros in 1999 to 157 million euros in 2009. This shows us that if all coffee is fair trade, it would have a large positive impact on the economy.
Coffee does cause conflict. Farmers argue with coffee selling companies because they don't get paid enough. When farmers fight with companies, they are exploited and left in poverty. Coffee growers only get 10% of the money paid for a cup of coffee.
Starbucks and some other coffee companies sell fair trade coffee so that everyone involved in the making of the coffee gets their fair share. Fair trade coffee is also more expensive, so it benefits the economy. Only 14% of coffee buyers buy only fair trade coffee. 30% buy any coffee.
The more fair way of getting this resource is to charge higher so that there are no hidden costs. This makes sure that farmers get their fair share of money. Shade-grown coffee is the most sustainable way of growing coffee. Charging higher means convincing many farmers to use the fair trade system.
We all love our coffee, although it's not helping the farmers much.
We conclude that all coffee must be fair trade coffee and it should be shade grown. If not, it should be considered illegal.